Where in Quran says that everything is predestined?
I don't know. Do you know?
It says your life is predestined.
So Allah already wrote down what I was going to do 1,000 years before I came into existence?
No. Allah knows everything.
I never asked you what Allah knows or anything. I said, did He write down what I was going to do 1,000 years before I even existed?
He knew, but He didn't predestine what you want to do. He gave you free will. Be good, do not harm. Be good, do not harm. 168 times. Ask us, be good, do not harm. Have you read Holy Quran?
Yeah.
If you have, do you have a Holy Quran near you?
I have it on the, what's it called? On the internet.
Okay. What does Quran start with?
What do you mean, what does Quran start with?
The very first word, the very first page, it says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of God, the most merciful, the most gracious.
Who's saying those things?
As I said, is that what is written or not?
I think so, but who is saying those things?
No. Who is saying that? Those things, definitely God is not saying that. It's someone else saying that. But you tell me what is written on the first page of Holy Quran. In the name of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. Now we only worshiping the most gracious and the most merciful God. No one else. No one else. The God who his first commandment after believing is to give the good news to those who believe and lead a righteous life. They are people of paradise. And it's repeated 168 times throughout Holy Quran. Now tell me, 168 times, God asks us and promises us beautiful life for those who believe in the most merciful.
Okay, can you read chapter 7 of the Quran, verses 178 and 179?
Did you understand what I said?
But
on the first page. What I'm saying is on the first page, we only believe in the most gracious and the merciful God.
Okay, but can you read verses number 7, chapter 7, verses 178 and 179?
Of course, I don't have my English Quran, but I'm going to read it in Farsi and translate it in English. How is that?
But Farsi is not the Quran. You have to read it in Arabic. That's the original Quran. The Farsi is not the real Quran.
John, just a second, please. Yes, Sabrina. What, John, brother? The English one? Oh, thank you, Mother John.
The English nor the Arabic nor the Persian one is.
No, I have the Arabic. It's all written Arabic, and the translation is in Farsi. I'm a scholar of Quran. As I told you, I'm here to have a very brotherly conversation with you. I'm not your normal scholar. I do not have a turban. I'm not a religious person, but I am a scholar of Quran. I have studied Quran for over 20 years. And I'm proud to tell you that I'm so glad I studied Quran.
That's good. Are you Shia or Sunni?
I'm none, because Quran says, what is Muslim is someone who submits the will of God. I'm a submitter.
But how do you have an understanding of the Quran without the Hadith?
God says, on the very second page, Alif Lam Mim, Zalika al-Kitabu la rayba fihi hudan lil-muttaqin.
What does
this
Alif
book,
Lam Mim mean?
I will tell you about that later. But right now, this book, without a doubt, is a clear guidance to those who worship God.
Are you sure it's clear? Are you sure it's clear without the hadith?
Yes.
So without the hadith, I will be able to understand every single verse in the Quran?
If you open your eyes and read very slow, start from first page, never go to second page unless you understood what you read on the first page.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me, if I read the whole Quran, I will understand it without hadith, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, go to Quran chapter 5 verses number 135, read it for me and explain it to me without using a hadith.
Okay. 5:135.
Without tafsir and without hadith.
I tell you, there's some beautiful hadiths that I know.
No. You said no hadith. I will be able to understand the Quran without the hadith.
Listen to me. I'm not going to put down the hadiths.
Oh, see,
I'm telling you.
So you do need hadiths.
No, listen. As I said, I will never put down the hadiths, but I will read and I will explain it to you what Allah says in this chapter. Chapter 7.
No. Chapter 5, verses 135. You said we don't need the hadith and tafsir to explain the Quran. So I want you to read that verse and explain it to me without using a tafsir or a hadith.
Let me inform you that Al-Ma'idah chapter 5 only have 120 verses. So there is no 135.
Chapter 5 verses 135, my friend.
It finishes at 120.
No, bro. Chapter 5 verses number 135. Surah Al-Ma'idah.
Surah Al-Ma'idah, it finishes at 120th.
Sorry, that's...
پادشاهی آسمان ها و زمین و تمام آنچه که در آنهاست از آن.
Sorry, that's not the right one. Hold on. Let me get it for you. Hold on. Real quick. Hold on. That's the wrong chapter. Hold on. Which one is it again?
I don't know. You said chapter 5, 135. Chapter 5 only have 120 verses.
No, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I got it incorrect. It's what is it again? What's that verse again? Hold on, let me get it real quick. Oh, sorry, it's chapter 5, verses number 103, not 135. 103, not 135.
Very good. Very good.
My bad, that was my mistake. You can't use the hadith or tafsirs to prove what this verse is talking about. Because you said the Quran is clear, cut. You will understand every verse by verse. So chapter 5, verses number 103.
Well, it says God was not the one that do forbidden something. But actually, those are the one who reject, the one who is opposite to God. They created us in name of God. They created a lie. Most of them do not use their brain.
Okay, but what is a bahira?
Who knows? It's somebody's name.
What is a sa'iba?
I don't care.
What is a wasila?
Who cares?
What is a hami?
Who cares?
But how do you know what this verse means?
It's about somebody in the past. So what do I care? God says they fabricated.
You said every verse is explainable. So explain this verse to me. What does it mean?
God says in Holy Quran chapter 3, there is a straightforward commandments and there is vague commandments. You just follow the straightforward commandments. The vague commandments are for people who have researched for so long that they might have gotten the truth. Meaning.
You said that if I read the Quran I will understand it. Have you understood this verse? Tell me the honest truth. By reading it, do you understand what this is saying?
Yes, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, pay attention, okay? You coming up on the one before it says, "Oh, you who believe, do not ask questions about the stuff that if it will become clear to you, other than Quran, it may make your life difficult." So God is telling you the one before, he said, "Oh, you believe, do not ask questions from people other than answer from Quran." Now,
Okay,
Quran
but what does this verse mean in chapter 5, verses number 103?
Some people, some nation, they have made laws. They thought it was God laws, and God says, "No, I never forbidden anything that is not written on the book." So they
How do you know that from this verse? How do you know that from chapter 5, verses 103? Where are you getting this from?
That's what it says. God was not
this is what chapter 5, verses 103 says. Allah hath not appointed anything in the nature of a bahira. What is a bahira?
Who cares who was Bahia?
What do you mean, who cares? I want to know what it is.
I mean, what do you care? Do you want to know what God told you?
Okay,
Let me tell you, listen.
But you said this verse is explainable. How come it doesn't explain anything?
Listen, you want to leave God? Please leave. You want to don't believe in God? God says, who cares? You want to believe? You believe for your own good. You don't believe? Don't believe.
But I do believe in God, but I just don't believe in Allah because this verse is not clear.
No, the verses that Allah, that it starts in the name of God, the most merciful and the most gracious, you don't know which God are you worshiping. I'm worshiping him, picking the most gracious and the most merciful.
Can you explain this verse to me though?
No, forget this verse. Listen.
Okay, I forget this verse. Take this verse out of the Quran.
You want to believe in God?
I already do believe in God.
Listen to me. Allah, his first commandment after believing is وَبَشِّرُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمَلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ فَلَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ. You speak Arabic.
No, what is God saying? I don't speak Arabic, I swear, bro. I don't speak Arabic.
Okay. Chapter 5, chapter 225. Go on internet. See what God, his first commandment is. After believing, gave the good news to those who believe and lead a righteous life. They are people of paradise. Warn those who crime heinous crime that they are people of hell. That's the two first commandment. Everybody misses.
I understand, but I asked you about chapter 5, verses 103. Why can't I understand this? What does this mean?
Who cares? It doesn't belong to you. I explain it to you.
Why you don't care? It's the Quran. It's Allah's word.
You don't want to understand. Who cares who these people were?
Okay, make me understand it. Tell me, what does it mean?
Okay, listen. Allah says, this people, this people, this people. He says the names, right?
So these are people, Bahira and Sa'iba or Wasila or Hami?
Or whoever they are. Maybe whatever, maybe demon, maybe...
You don't know what they are.
No. They claim that God forbidden something. God says, no, I didn't forget anything. Whatever I said, it's on the book.
Okay, but who are these things that he's speaking about? Are they people? What are they? Are they, who are these people? You don't know, right?
Well, God talk about ins, jinn, shaitan, and also people who are much more intelligent than human being. So I don't know who.
Okay, so according to you, this verse is unexplainable. We don't understand this verse.
You just don't want to understand.
Okay, make me understand. What is a Bahira or a Sa'iba or a Wasila or a Hami?
Who cares?
Okay, so you don't understand?
Like, let's say I didn't know anything about Jesus. So if they say somebody claimed to be Son of God, what do I care about his name? Somebody claimed to be Son of God. So who cares?
Okay, I don't care about the Quran then. Who cares about the Quran? That's what I
but
believe.
don't start to talk bad about something that you don't know anything about.
But you don't know anything about it too.
I told you, brother, I gotta go, but may God guide you. This is not the way to relax your brain.
Well, thank you for coming, Hamad. You're a nice guy, bro. You just proved my point that there are verses in the Quran that nobody understands except Allah himself.